Alright, welcome back to the channel, man. It's obviously, you know who you tuned into, Motorbomb Virginia, correct? Yeah? Okay, well, you know, double checking. Seems like I always say that. I'm like, yeah, they know who they tuned into. I don't even know what the hell I wanted to talk about when I got rolling today. You know, I thought about it and I was like, what can I say about it? It's like, well, you know what? Do like you always do. Get on and start rambling. More will be revealed. We'll see what happens. So yeah, I was thinking about possibly trying to schedule out 2 videos per week. You know, it's a Sunday and Wednesday thing. That's what it seems like a lot of YouTubers do out there. So, you know, they say emulate those that you want to be like. Well, I don't want to be like them. I want to be like me. But you know what I'm saying. It's like that could be just some of the things I might need to do to increase some subscribers and let this this channel grow. Why do I want it to grow? I don't know. Something to do, man. You know, I think every once in a while I got good messages to give out to you, and nothing else there good for me to hear. I was telling somebody this morning about how when I speak the truth and put out things that I know that are good for me, possibly good for you, right? That it reaffirms my own brain, my own thinking, and helps me like do actual on-the-spot prayer, meditation, surrender, all these things that will help me succeed in the day, where I get out of the way and those things can possibly come through and do me and others good. You know, it's more of a service. Not that I do it. I get out of the way. God does the service. That's the 2 meditations I read today, you know. And about the doormat, I was trying to talk about that a little yesterday. I erased all that stuff because I couldn't get going on it. You know, I was confused about some things, and I just didn't have my mind clear. But today well, anyway, before I talk about all that, let's talk about like Wednesday. Wednesdays, I'm thinking that I would like to try to put out make sure it's a spiritual oriented, some of these daily meditations that inspire me and that help me be a better person and a better rider out here on the road, a better moto vlogger, learning how to lessen my ego. I say you lessen yourself, and then greater is He that will work through you. You know, who is God, your higher power, Jesus Christ, whatever you want to call. I mean, I know there's, like, for me, there's just the one, right? And that's what I'll say. I can't make you say or think nothing. It's none of my business, you know. All I do is suit up, show up, do what I believe I'm supposed to do in my life. And if something shines through and gives you hope or faith, that's awesome, you know, because that's what I get from others. People who may even, yeah, comment, let me know. A friend of mine, well, through YouTube anyway, Ray Rides, he comments quite a bit. I make sure I try to comment on all his videos and inspire and give good comments, because there's nothing good but to give, you know. And he does good videos. I love Ray Rides, man. It's a down to earth, easy channel, easy to listen to. Got some humor in there, you know, some Ray humor. I love that. And man, he's willing to get out and put himself out there and share his life with you and me and anybody else. All the channel or all you know, I would want is I guess some affirmation, you know. I know I try to draw all mine, you know, like right from God or from above, right? Because it doesn't matter, but man, it is nice when you get your human beings, your fellow man, let you know as well where they're at, because that gives adds hope to my hope, and it'll affirm your own hope, you know, just to share that. No other motive than that. So, and talking about being the doormat, I got to keep my eye on everything here. You know, I was wondering about that yesterday. It's like, yeah, I was a doormat. I was a chameleon. I was a lot of things, you know. And I read about that stuff, the truth in the Bible, right? I need to maybe read some more and really ask the Holy Spirit to reveal what it wants to reveal to me, so that I just understand it, like hopefully I'm supposed to understand it. That's all I want. I want to understand. And I'd say about being the doorman, about being a chameleon, you know, being you know, that's kind of like adapting to whoever you're around and whoever you're with, you know. Yes. Oh, good Lord. I do not like that side. There's a rim bender there. You know, this side is a better side of the road. So, yeah, I thought that stuff was right, then I thought it was wrong, then I thought it was right, and then I read it again in the Bible, and I'm like, yeah, that is right. The problem when I'm like that is letting myself get confused about who I am, and being people pleasing and doing whatever, you know. But the only reason I would be chameleon is because I'm set free. It doesn't matter. I can be whoever I need to be around. I'm not religious. I'm not stern. I'm not saying, you know, all I got is what I surrender and what and what gets showed through me, right? That's not my job. I don't allow it. I don't do nothing. God work through you and your sin and sickness, I believe, just as well as He can, and what you think is your goodness or whatever. But the main thing is getting the love affair, the one that you love Christ for, Jesus so much for, and I get that. I forget it, but I get that. And sometimes I had to read it in that daily devotional again. I was like, yes. That's really all it is, you know. And to have that, when you were in love with somebody or something, people notice that, you know. People notice that love that you have for another human being, or your grandbabies, or your children, or maybe your person of interest that you have, that you love, or your wife, or whatever. And you love them so much that you're willing to do anything for them, right? That gets noticed by others, and sometimes that seems to be an attraction, right? So, like, well, what, you know, I want to be like that, I want to do that, you know, whatever. And sometimes that shines on to others, you know. Love's a good thing. Love can be very healing. So, yeah. Whenever you do something, don't, you know, it's like me, I can't think that, you know, I'm the one that did any good, man. You know, there's really not a lot of good. My ego wants to flare up all the time and take control, or be offended, be hurt, you know, and then those little side effects not only affect me, but it affects the phoniness or unrealness when I'm trying to communicate with others, or whatever it may be. You know, today, just choose to be free of your character defects, free of your sin, free of your disease. Whatever you want to look at it as. This is really cool how they're setting all this stuff up. Can't wait to see how all our stuff works here. It's going to be quite a highway system. So yeah, man, life's exciting, and that's what I'd like to share some, you know, with you all. If you like it, great. You know, not too much. I don't get too much feedback. You know, not even from my, you know, my subscribers. Like a couple here and there, and I'm always so thankful when I see one or two comment and say, hey, you know, thank you or whatever. I don't need the thanks. I don't need the whatever. I just know that it's when you love what happens to other people and they take time out to do something, that's great. I'm grateful. I'm gratitude, and I know that's God working for both of us. And that's really all I want. That's really all my channel should be about. I don't have, you know, grave knowledge on motorcycles like Spite's Corner, you know, or Yammy Noob, and put on a production and a show like that. That don't seem to be my forte. Excitement for life and maybe salvation, or something that will help you stay from out of here and ever hurt you, right? Because that's the only thing that really can hurt you, you know, or make you be depressed or whatever, is what's up in your head. And if you don't have a lot of good stuff up in your head, which will resonate into your heart, you know, your heart may be wanting to have all this stuff, but it gets blocked by all the poo-poo that comes through your head and your mind and your sensibility or your logic or your whatever, or your past and your memories and little things that you try to cover up with denial, you know, all those little things. I mean, that gets to be a chore. Who wants all that? That's why I like to explore this, I like to talk about it and remember and remind myself that you don't need to be affected by that today, you know. You can go to work and be that, like I had a conversation with my friend this morning, you know, because I struggle with the same things. But you go to work and you can be however you want to be. You don't need to react to the things you think are hurting you or making you look bad, or that's not fair, or that's whatever, you know. That's part of being, I think, that doormat for Christ, you know. Give that love back. Give that love back no matter how it is. Sometimes that love is disguised with some, you know, some doo-doo as well, you know, because if that doo-doo that I didn't, you know, that was my own perception. It's never doo-doo. You know, if you hurt somebody else's feelings, you say something the wrong way, you know, yeah, you can try to make an amends, you can do whatever, but, you know, I think our job is just to know that, not to feel too much guilt and shame about just about anything, because, man, if people are getting hurt by what you're saying, no blinkies, huh? No, see? How easy it was to fall right into anger. That's how fast, man. It wasn't really anger. I was just like, man, you turn on the blinker. That's all right. I go in front of them and I set the example. Throw on the blinker. Tell you, let somebody know where you're going. It gives you a sign. Yeah, so if I hurt somebody else and, you know, hey, I ain't set out to, whether I even do it on purpose or not, that's my own illusion. It's your responsibility to react the way you need to react, because you have a relationship with Jesus Christ, your higher power, whatever you're looking at the time. That's what you love and that's what you care about. Not about what I said or what the ego is trying to do. Once the ego is dispelled and you see it not only in yourself, but you see it in others, how can you not forgive them? How can you not, like, know that they are the ones that are hurting themselves the most by falling for the trap or the illusion, you know? That was the miracle thing. And that's so hard to explain to somebody unless you've experienced it and saw it. And, like, to me, that's where, and I lose track of it, but I was very clear with it at one time. while working the sixth step about, you know, character defects. If you don't know what the sixth step is, look it up. Maybe I'll post it, right? A little ballooner on the video. But yeah. And it's exciting once you see that stuff and you're like, man, I'm free of that today. I'm free of that. I do not have to go around being affected and hurt or just even, you know, a little irritated by somebody else's actions. It's not their actions. It's their ego. It's that same ego that was out there trying to hurt you. And how terrible is that to watch somebody else being hurt by their own ego? Think of it like that. When you feel like you're attacked or somebody's trying to hurt you, just know it's their ego. And their ego means to do what it does. But it's not, it doesn't have to hurt you. And look at the pain that they're in. And what set you free of your own ego, Dean, is what can set the next person free as well. But they gotta want it. They gotta want to see it. They gotta have had enough of the pain and the misery and the misconceptions and the BS that it gives you. I don't know, it just seems like you can go on and on about this stuff forever in a different way. Sometimes I get really psyched up and inspired, and other times I'm a little cloudy about things. And that just happens. Today, I got a little bit of inspiration. And it might have been because I got in some word and some truth and did some those daily meditations, right? A lot of times they fire you up and get you clear. So it's a good idea. Maybe we'll do that on Wednesdays. What do you think? Let's give it a try. Bye. Oh man. Yep, bad traffic got to start sooner or later. That always gives me anxiety when I do that. I kind of shut my brain off for a while doing it until somebody squawks or honks or does something, you know. And I haven't had to do it for quite a while. But when you do it, it's a little nerve-wracking. Not the funnest thing. Because, you know, you upset people sometimes, you know, and I don't like to upset nobody. I guess, you know, not do it, but sitting in traffic on the old motorcycle isn't my cup of tea either. But I am the one who chose to ride the motorcycle. About all I got, though. It's Friday. What is the big deal to go to Hampton? Everybody wants to go to the beach, not Hampton. Well, I had a pretty fun chat this morning with y'all, that was for sure. I can't wait to hear some of this stuff. I always get excited when I know I talked about some good stuff and some things that inspired me and gave me hope, or, you know, explain some stuff to you all as well. I don't know. There's most of my YouTube stats or whatever, when it says people don't watch but a couple minutes maybe of your video and move on. So I don't know. I don't know who gets to hear what. Even when you do, if you have, you know, 30, 50, 80 views, Maybe one or two of them possibly watched the whole thing. So, yeah. If there's nothing I want to hear, I move on my videos too. You know, so it's alright. Get a click through, get a look, get a liker and a commenter every now and then. Man, what else can you ask for, really? Man, it has some breakers out there. What we called in Minnesota white caps. That means you had a little bit of wind going on when you had white caps. And it is a chilly willy one right now. Woo! I wish I'd have had my, I mean, I'm comfortable, but I just wish I'd have had my normal jacket that I wear all the time. You know, you got a wind chill factor, got a water ice chill factor. The Popo Man must be transporting the prisoners. Forgot I had Hito hand grips. You can put them on, Dean. Keep my eye on the rear view at all times going through this tunnel. Gonna have this every day now? Good Lord.